Alright, so before we get this video started, I just want to give three quick updates that I want to share with you, or that I want to inform you about. The important one is that I'm going on a trip to another trip to a different town again. I know this is the third time in a month and a half that I'm doing this, but just bear with me. This trip is also important for me to go to because I am we are celebrating something that happened last year, or not celebrating, but we're just commemorating what happened last year. But just bear with me. If I have the time, I'll make either one or two videos there, or just be patient with me. If I don't upload any videos over there, then you'll know why, because I'm telling you this right now. But it's important. I need to go to my relatives, to go see my relatives to commemorate what happened last year and pay my respects. And it's a very hard on all on the family that we're going to commemorate what happened last year. And I don't feel like going into depth about this, so I'm just going to stop talking about it right now. Also, Megaduke TV yesterday uploaded a video onto his second channel saying that he got a second strike, or that he got 2 strikes in under a week. Now I'm pretty certain that someone in particular is trying to take his channel down. I don't know who it is, nobody knows who it is. Some people might be saying that it's Skip Dip, some people might be saying that it's another person, but we'll get into detail on who it might be later, if we ever find that someone who's trying to hurt Megaduke TV's channel. And finally, Roar 1200 is awesome. Is planning to make a rant on Mr. Ricken J21 mostly because this person that one of my subscribers is talking about keeps making the same content over and over again, and he just wants this guy's content to improve. He just wants this guy to stop talking about wrestling or WWE or whatever content he makes. But it hasn't been successful. So Roar 1200 is awesome. Is planning to make a rant, and we're already 3 minutes into the video. So without further ado, let's get into this commentary part 2 video on Reynolds. Now, Reynolds is the person who I talked about in my last video, Reynolds, a commentary on Reynolds part 1. Remember, I told you he was the guy who, he believes that Australia doesn't exist. He believes that cyberbullying doesn't exist. And also, he came up with stories on how he thinks that Australia doesn't exist, saying that the New Zealand government drugged him before getting onto an airplane. He also said that the New Zealand government is injecting diseases into tourists' bodies. And I also found another story about him saying that he fell off the edge of the earth, and he was trying to cover up the fact that he was trying to say that the earth wasn't flat. Well, I mean, what is it? Is it cubed or something? But also, I made a joke about him having a Canadian accent, but I found out that he didn't have a Canadian accent because I saw someone make a video saying he was Scottish. And now I can kind of see that he is Scottish, so my joke at the end of my first video goes out the window. So, anyways, I'm going to, the video I talked about, actually, before I get into this video, the video I talked about was me explaining, or giving out some potentially good reasons on how he doesn't think Australia exists. He was just trashing on INABR and painting himself as this morally superior person, saying how this guy can speak better than INABR, and saying that he can't make good videos, he has a race car bed, and such. Just basically trashing on INABR, who's one of my favorite commentators, by the way. And we're already 5.5 minutes into this video, so without further ado, let's get on to this video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Do you want to know the truth? In fact, disregard that question. Of course you want to know the truth. If you didn't, you wouldn't watch my channel. People watch my channel, they watch these videos. You clicked on this video to hear the truth.
No, I'm pretty sure they clicked on the video just because they wanted to see an explanation, or your explanation, on how you say Australia isn't real. It's not. And for the millionth time, why do you keep... And he's going to refer to these people as Australians. If you think Australia doesn't exist, why would you refer them to their ethnicity if you keep saying that they're quote-unquote Australian?
I'm a truth talker, that's what I'm known as. You don't know, you damn well should know, my name is Reynolds. Today I'm going to tell you the truth about Australia. I get comments every single day, people claiming to be Australian, claiming to live there, even people who don't claim to live there, just other people from all over the world, telling me that I'm stupid, telling me I'm insane, telling me I'm a horrible person, insulting me, sending me threats. As a truth talker, I promise you everything I say in this video is 100% the truth. Everyone who comments on my Australia videos, who claims to be Australian, every single one of them is stupid. Every single one of them is a dum-dum. And that's the truth. They are dum-dums. Most of them...
Did you hear that? They're dum-dums. Australians, or the word that he's not supposed to be using, are dum-dums. Just basically showing that he's morally superior once again. Reminiscent of the INABR video.
Or 8 years old, or 4 years old, or 12 years old. I don't care. They're all children. Most of them are children. And every single one of them is an idiot. The fact that they...
God, this seems like how Speechy responds to criticism. Just shoves them all aside and calls people who make rants on her 13-year-olds on Twitter. And basically just explaining this to one person as well. Just arguing on Twitter over one person about this as well. This is what Reynolds is doing right here. Just basically showing his egotistical self, basically just showing that I'm better than you, and whether if you're young or not, Australia is not a real place, so you're dumb because you don't respect my opinions.
Can't understand what I'm saying. The fact they don't get it, it just amplifies my points. In each of my Australia videos, I made more and more extreme points, more serious points, and gave more and more evidence. Yeah, I just got more and more reactions from these idiots. And
speaking of him giving out reactions, speaking of people giving out reactions, his reaction when people don't believe that Australia is a real place, he made a minute video flipping out in a bedroom of some sort, claiming that Australia wasn't real, and basically having a tantrum because people couldn't respect his opinions.
That proves to me that they're idiots, because as my evidence went up, as my enthusiasm went up, as did their inability to get it, as did their IQs drop. They are dummies, all of them, and that's the truth. The truth about Australia. Does it exist? I've made numerous videos on this subject. I'm not going to answer that question again. You know the answer to that question. I've made it perfectly clear what the answer to that question is. I have given evidence. I've explained it all.
He hasn't really gave any evidence. He basically just told personal fake stories that doesn't really add up. basically gave stereotypes of the Australian national wildlife, saying that there's kangaroos, big spiders, and a man chopping off a snake's head off. Just basically giving out his personal story. No evidence, no facts, just basically an illusion, a fake illusion.
Every day I get DMs on Instagram and on Twitter and messages and comments. Where do I live? How can you say it's not a real country? How can you say it's not a real place? What if I said Scotland wasn't a real place? You're commenting on a video that explained these questions to you. I answered these questions in these videos. Yet I still have these idiots commenting on the videos asking me the questions I just answered. Oh, if I'm a paid actor, then where's my money? I never said anyone was a paid actor. I never said anyone was an actor. You're just taking information that you've seen elsewhere or you think I've said, and you're applying it to me without even listening to what I'm saying, without even watching my video. So maybe next time, all of you idiots will actually pay closer attention to what I'm saying, why I'm saying it, and what evidence I'm supplying. Because at the moment, you are all just making yourselves look like fools. And I know you think that I'm the one who looks like a fool. I know you think you've pulled one over on me, you've got one up on me, especially you Australians who, the few of you who say, yes, you're correct. And yes, you're correct. Australia's not real, and I believe you. I'm on your side. You people...
I still don't understand why he keeps referring to them as Australians if he doesn't believe in Australia. Also, he actually made a video titling that someone responded to his video, I declare war on Australia. When a country says you declare war on a country, it means that you recognize that country, that it exists, and you want them gone. If you want to declare war on a country that you don't want it to exist, don't even declare war on the country anyways. It doesn't even make sense.
I think you pulled one over on me too. I know you don't believe that. You're just trying to take the piss. You think you've pulled one over on me. And I might say thanks for the support, but I see through your lies. You're dummies too. You're all dummies. There are only a small minority of you watching these videos who do actually get it. And those are the people who aren't 12 years old. Those are the people who have more than 2 brain cells. Those are the smart people, the wise people. And almost none of them are actually Australian. Take this message as you will, interpret it however you please. But that's the truth about Australia, and that's the truth about the Australians who comment on my videos.
The truth about Australians in this video is that they're dummies. That's basically his whole message in this video. That they don't want to listen to evidence, that they don't get it. And he keeps changing up the stories. He keeps saying that they don't get it, or that they don't want to listen. Or he keeps calling them dummies too. It's kind of hard for me to believe this as well. How can you not understand it as a dummy, and how can you not want to listen to it but still be a dummy? I don't even understand that as well.
Until next time, you are all welcome, society.
Yeah, but anyways, whoops, I clicked on another video.
Know.
But anyways, that's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed. This person isn't a troll, but this person isn't a troll, okay? So watch out for him. But anyways, I think this video will be a wrap, and like I said, I'm going on my 3rd trip this summer. If you're asking when I'll be back, I think I'll be back by, not this Saturday, of course not, because I'm not going to be gone for a day, but next Saturday. And what day is that? Let me see. If tomorrow is the 10th, let me see. I think I'll be back near the 20th or something like that, or the 21st. No, not 20th or what. Anyway, you know what? I'll explain this later. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.